Hi everyone, I'm Whitney and I post sewing and crafting tutorials here on YouTube, and I have been wanting to make some fabric storage baskets for quite a while, but I never got around to it, and then I started seeing a ton of them on Instagram, and I finally decided that now was the time to make some fabric baskets to hold Peyton's toys. The basket I'll be showing you how to make finishes at a measurement of about 10 by 8 by 8 inches. I found some Pella craft fuse recently while I was cleaning out my sewing room and decided that I would give it a shot on this project. And I actually did a full separate video where I did a little review and my thoughts about this stabilizer and what kind of projects it would be really good for. So if you want to see that, there is a link in the description box. And anyway, let's get on to this tutorial. Start by cutting two pieces measuring 13 by 19 inches from your outer and lining fabric, and two 5 by 11 pieces for the handles, and that can be from either fabric. Also cut two 13 by 19 inch pieces of your stabilizer of choice. Use the package directions to fuse the stabilizer to the back side of your outer fabric. For this type, it recommends setting the iron on a wool setting and covering with a damp cloth. Then iron each section several seconds before moving on to the next. You can see here the amount of structure the stabilized piece has compared to the non-stabilized one. Now onto the handles. Fold the pieces in half wrong sides together, then open and bring the edges almost to the center and iron again. Refold in half and iron one last time. Sew along all the long edges to finish. Place both sets of large pieces right sides together. Sew both sides and the bottom of each set with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Using a ruler, mark a 4-inch square on each bottom corner of both sets. Cut out the marked squares. Then open up the cut portions and realign so the side seam and bottom seams line up. Do this for all 4 and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. It should then look like it has 4 sides and a bottom. Put one inside the other, right sides together, and pin at the side seams. Then pin in the center of the front and back and other places in between. Then remove the pins at the side and insert the handle between the layers as shown. Now sew along the top at a 1/2 inch seam allowance, making sure to leave a 6-inch opening for turning. Then turn the entire thing right sides out through the opening. If you need to see this in real time, check out the video linked below for turning things right side out. So to finish, iron the top edge so it's nice and flat and turn in the seam allowance at the opening. Then sew a top stitch all the way around to close up the hole and finish it off nicely. And it's complete. This is not a hard project and can be made in different sizes and fabrics for different options. Don't forget forget to check out the video about the different types of stabilizers. Like and share this video if you enjoyed it, and come back soon for more tutorials. Bye!